The University of Texas at Austin opened its doors in 1883, a time when many public universities were first beginning to integrate their students along gender lines. From the beginning, UT was intended to be a place of higher education not just for men, but also fully available to women. In the statute that organizes the university passed by the Texas legislature, it states about the university that, quote, "It shall be open to all persons in the state who may wish to avail themselves of its advantages, and to male and female on equal terms." As such, from its very first class of students onward at UT, men and women have always been taught the same subjects in the same classrooms by the same professors. Early in the formation of the university, UT officials had planned to admit men that were at least 16 years old, but only admit women that were 17 or 18. It was then Governor John Ireland who demanded that there be no difference between men and women in admission. 3 years later, in 1886, UT had its first woman graduate, Jessie Andrews. In 1888, Andrews became UT's first female instructor, teaching German and French, and is the namesake of Andrews Residence Hall, which was the third dorm built for women on campus, opening in 1936. The oldest women's dormitory at UT has been around since 1903, and was known simply as the Women's Building. In 1901, the first women's basketball team was organized by Eleanor Norvell, the director of the Women's Gymnasium, and until 1921, the women's basketball team played intercollegiate games, although they were all home games because the school didn't allow off-campus play. In 1921, Anna Hiss became the new women's athletic director, where she would stay for the next 36 years. While Anna Hiss was an influential advocate for women's sports, she was also highly critical of competitive sports for women and ended the intercollegiate basketball games, instead advocating intramural sports and more individual sports like golf, tennis, and archery. She was also instrumental in creating the Women's Gymnasium, now named after her as Anna Hiss Gym. The building was designed to her beliefs, with the basketball courts being too small for a proper basketball game and the swimming pool made deliberately shorter than Olympic length. Women at the university steadily gained better facilities over time, but it wasn't until 1974, after the passage of Title IX, that a full women's athletic department was created, with equal access to resources. Over UT's long history, many important and influential women have spent time here, from alumni like First Ladies Lady Bird Johnson and Laura Bush to professors like Congresswoman and civil rights leader Barbara Jordan. Today, as women make up 52% of UT's student body, they will continue to shape the present and future of the University of Texas.